What up everybody, how's it going? Matt Sweets here in the Sweet Studio, and today I'm going to show you how to do airplane 1.5 trade spike, a staple in the Kendama community nowadays. To do this, I'm using my Fraser Decade model. If you don't know how to do airplane, or you haven't learned how to do jumping stick yet, those are two very good things to learn. Also trade spiking. Now let's break this down step by step. First thing we're gonna do is get a nice airplane. Shoot. Okay, perfect. Now, the second thing we have to practice is the 1.5 out. We're used to doing a J-stick, but now we have to do a J-stick plus a half. So we're gonna do a J-stick plus a half and try to grab it perfectly like this. We don't care about the Tama right now. What we have to practice is the 1.5 throw. So I want you to throw it like you're gonna do a jumping stick, just a little bit harder, okay? And when you see the Ken come back like it's gonna go to J-stick, that's when you need to throw the Tama. So you're gonna airplane, we're gonna throw it, we see the jumping stick come around, and we throw it and let go. Now, in a perfect world, we're gonna let this Tama go, it's gonna flip 180 perfectly, and we're gonna be able to spike it. But right now we have to practice the 1.5 flip. So airplane, 1.5, grab the Ken. Now, when we throw the Tama, it needs to do a perfect 180. The Tama hole is facing up and it needs to be facing down like this. So after we throw that 1.5, we have to kind of toss the Tama up just a little bit with enough force so that it turns a full 180. This is the part that takes the most practice. Sometimes it goes left or it's going right because you're trying to focus on so many things. But the perfect one is when you can throw it and do a perfect 180 back to the top, all right? And I like to toss the Tama up just a little bit so you have more time to get the spike as well. If you just let it drop right away, you don't have much time to get to it. So I really like to throw that 1.5 and then toss the Tama up a little bit so you have some more time to spike it, okay? One little tip to think about while you're doing this trick is after you're doing the 1.5, when you go to throw it, try to pretend like the Tama's just rolling over the top of your thumb, okay? It doesn't need to do a lot to get to the position it needs, but think as though you're trying to roll that Tama up over your thumb so that it drops perfectly onto the spike. Both these things have timing issues that are just difficult and are challenging until you practice the trick more. You're gonna figure out the timing between the two. I like to do them as two separate things in my head. I like to do a 1.5 first, and then I toss the Tama and worry about spiking. I really don't do them both at the same time, expecting to do them both, you know, flawlessly. You really have to try and break up this trick so you have the time you need to get both parts. So we're gonna go 1.5, and then we're gonna throw the Tama. Do you see how I took a split second in between those two things? It's that little split second that's really gonna change this trick for you. If you're trying it without success right now, you're probably throwing it all at the same time, which is just very difficult. So separate those two things. Really concentrate on getting that 1.5 dialed, because if you have that dialed, then all you can worry about is the toss. So the toss is the most important part, and if you get the 1.5 Ken flip, that becomes easy just by nature. So there's a lot. There's a lot in this trick. It looks simple, but it's very difficult. It's a very cool banger to add to the end of any kind of trick you're doing. So go out and give this one a shot, show your friends. As always, leave a comment if there's a trick we haven't done yet that you want to see. Thanks for subscribing and following, making our YouTube channel one of the most popular in the Kendama world. So thank you as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.